Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today finally we got that dash cam installed. So far so good, I really like it. Let me just show you what it's about. We got a front camera here. I'll show you from the inside view. We have a rear camera, which I really like because I have tinted windows. You won't even be able to see it. But this is what the camera setup looks like in the car. Turn the screen on. It's actually hardwired, so it works at all times with parking mode. I'm going to show you guys some demonstrations on how it looks. This is your rear camera. All the wires all tucked in. I'll show you how I ran all the wiring. I'm going to use my cell phone because the GoPro's not very good with low lighting, which I'm using right now. So it'll be hard to show you the detail of how everything looks, but this is basically how it looks on the GoPro. I'm going to switch over cameras, but ever since that damage I got, I had to get that dash cam. So this is actually the Vantrue N4 Dash Cam. It has a front-facing camera like I showed you, and I forgot to mention while I was inside, it also has an interior camera, which is right here. I'm going to switch my camera now, that way you can see detail a little better because this isn't good with low lighting. So now this is how the actual camera looks. Still kind of hard because of reflections. The screen's pretty clear. That's the inside view camera, that's the front, and that's the rear. You can switch by pressing that button. Now that would be the inside view. Very hard to focus. Let's see if I can get it. There we go. So that's the inside view. Just having a hard time picking it up. That would be the rear view. What's behind? I'm going to show you actual footage from the camera, not just what's on the screen, and then back to what's going on in the front of the camera. These are all high-def cameras. That's the interior camera, the other camera's on the other side. You have your SD card, which you can just pop out. This is your wiring for the rear view. I'm going to show you how I wired it for the Accord. Other cars will be a little different, but for the most part, it's all the same setup. So as far as hard wiring goes, like I said, this is your rear camera here. The mount is over here, which is a suction cup mount. And this is the wire up here for your power for the main camera. So you can see the wire goes up here. You just stuff it in the headliner, and then literally just was able to push it all the way into here without just a little pry tool. Didn't even have to use any other tools. And this is the main power. I didn't take anything off. I just ran everything down. I don't know if you can see it. Let me see if I can maybe pull it. You might be able to see it. Hopefully you can see the wire ever so slightly. Let me see if it's in there. There you go. You can see the wire. It's in there. It all gets hidden very neatly down your A-pillar, and then it's just tucked all behind this rubber. You just pull it back a little bit, and then it gets hardwired under here to your fuse box. There's the fuse tap right there. I use fuse number 34. I will show you some detailed pictures on exactly how that works, where that goes. So I use fuse number 34. You hook up the appropriate fuse to that, which is that wire. And this is your power supply box. This box right here will also stop the car from losing power. So in other words, if this thing is hardwired going all the time, what's going to happen is you can drain your battery. So this has battery loss protection basically. So if your battery is getting too low, it'll actually turn the camera off and it'll stop your car from dying, which is great. It's a great safety feature. So the installation for the camera is very simple. The hardest part is probably just running the wire, even putting that fuse in underneath. It's very, very simple. It's all plug and play. You're not hardwiring, sounds crazy, but you're actually just it's plug and play. So to get the camera to the back, like I was trying to show you on the other camera, which isn't as good, as you can see, it's a lot brighter without the GoPro in dark situations. That's the rear one. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it through the glass. No, you can't see it. But how you do the rear one for this car, and most, same thing. The wire is still all tucked in here. You can see it. And just basically ran it all along here. Hopefully it's not too much sun glare. There we go. Just use a pry tool just to pull this back just a little bit. You don't need to take any panels off. It's awesome. Very easy to run it with this car. And same thing, follow the track. All throughout here. This is the roof liner up there. And then with all the extra wire for the back, give me 1 second. So like I was saying, when you get to this point in the back, you're going to have a lot of wire, a lot of extra wire with this car. Basically what I did was, I just kept feeding all the extra wire down into the C-pillar. So it's a huge area. There's probably about 10 feet of extra wire in here. So that's where you can put all the extra wire for the rear. Basically what I did was, I started feeding the wire through, and then I ran the wire to where I needed it. And then I figured out how much I would need, and then basically back on this end, I just kept feeding the wire down into there till I got the desired amount, and everything is nice, neat, and clean. So now I'm gonna do for you is I'm gonna run some night clips, show you how it looks at night. I'll show you some driving during the day, show some front, some rear, some interior shots, just to get an idea how clear the camera is. So far I'm really happy with it. You know, I've had it about 3-4 days now, just been testing, and I've been pretty happy. I checked it out. I like the way the footage looks. I'm able to catch pretty much everything going on, even in park mode. The camera just picks up everything that's going on today. Basically, it records all day if you're hardwired. If you're not hardwired, you're basically gonna have to have the camera go off, and it's only gonna work while you're driving if you use the cigarette lighter. Some cars do have a cigarette lighter that runs constantly, so you won't need that. That hardwire kit's only an extra 18 bucks, but for me, I wanted the security while I was parking. So I'm gonna run those clips for you right now. I have to say, all in all, I'm really happy with the camera setup. It really works nicely, it does the job, price point is good. It's a pretty nice setup, so I'm definitely happy with my purchase. And if anything ever happens, situation, you get pulled over by a police officer that's not being correct, or you know, somebody's vandalizing your car, or somebody bumps you while you're parked, or you get into an accident, it's a great security measure, and it's a great way to have proof of what's going on. So in this world today, there's a lot of crazy people. They can make accusations. You know, I never would have thought to get one, but after my car being vandalized, it definitely pushed me to the edge of deciding to finally buy one. And you know, now that I have it, I'm happy I do, because everything is being recorded 24 hours a day. And basically the card will just keep looping and looping, and it'll only erase the oldest footage. If you do have any specific incidences, what will happen is the card will actually lock them and store them, so those won't loop over. So if it feels there's a shock and there's an accident, it will lock it. Or by the touch of a button, which is on the top left button of the screen over here, you can just press that button and you can manually lock an incident. Say somebody cuts you off and you're having like an altercation on the road, you would be able to lock that, so you don't have to go through all the footage. You could actually just see the footage of that. So that's another great feature of the camera. It just, you can't beat having security wherever you go. I have a Ring doorbell camera in my house, and it just makes life that much better. You can see everything that's going on, and it's just, having another set of eyes is always a good thing. So that's pretty much it for the camera. As far as the review, I'm very happy with it. I haven't caught anybody doing anything silly to my car yet, but if anyone does, At least this time I'm prepared, unlike the last time, which really sucked. But if you guys have any questions, comments, leave them in the comments below. I'll be more than happy to answer. I'll put links for the camera, memory card, and the hardwire kit. If you guys have any questions about connecting the camera, I could either make another video a little more detailed on how to install it, or you could just ask me in the comments and I could steer you through it. It's a very simple process though, straightforward. So that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for watching. More content coming. I have some new parts coming for the car as well. I'll be posting about those soon. So guys, take care and I'll see you next time.